Hello guys, so in this video we are going to understand what is a stateful builder and how we can use it. So let's say you have a situation where you have to fetch the, something from the database and then you have to show it. So if you have a widget over here in the stateful builder, and when you called set state, it will rebuild the whole widget, and it will cause the data to be fetched again from the database, and it will be just laggy, and it's not a good practice though. So what you want to do is that instead of rebuilding the whole stateful widget, we only need to update something in the screen. So if you want to do that, what we're going to do is that, let's say this is the simple app when we create a new project. So if I just press it, the number increments over here, and the whole display is rebuilt. So what's in this build method? So this whole build method rebuilds itself when we call the set state function. So what if we want to only increment a number in place of this plus? So if I remove this icon, and in place of icon I'll just copy this text, the number, and paste it over here. So if I rebuild, so you can see that it's showing 5, and if I click on it, the number increases. But what if that I only want to show the increase in number over here, and I just don't want the widget to rebuild itself? So for that we can use stateful builder. So I'll just wrap it with the builder, and I will just change it stream builder. I'll just change it to stateful builder, and the stream will be null. So this builder provides us with two functions. One is the context, and the second one is the state function. So I'll just name it as state setter. So so now what we want is that I'll just remove this on press, and instead of it I'll create my own function. And in here what we want to do is that I will use a state setter. So the state setter will is local to this function, the stateful builder, and it will only rebuild the child of the stateful builder. So I'm returning a floating action button, so it will just rebuild the floating action button in here. So in the on press, we want to set the state of this stateful builder and increase the count variable. So I'll just increase the counter and plus plus. So if I press enter now and click on this, so you can see that only the value in this stateful builder, the floating action button, is changing because we are using a stateful builder and the state setter function, and the state setter function is only rebuilding the floating action button. So that's the case when we use the stateful builder, because we might have an expensive widget in the widget tree and we don't want to rebuild it. So instead of that we can just use the floating action button. So but sorry, the stateful builder. So we can use the stateful builder wherever we want. And there another application for that can be that I'll just remove it, the builder. I'll just remove the stateful builder. I guess I can just like remove it from here. So I just remove it, and in place of this I will increase it within stateful builder. I'm sorry. So first I will just wrap it with an inkwell. This inkwell will basically will use the state function over here, and just make a widget as stateful builder. The stateful builder will give us the state setter, sorry, the state setter. I'm just giving a name by myself. You can name it whatever you want. State setter, and the state setter will basically set the state of the counter variable plus plus. So it will the from in place of the 6 we should get uh, 31. So if I oh sorry, yeah, just reload it. So yeah, 30. So if I press it, 31, 32, 33. So now the button is not increasing it because the whole widget tree is not updating itself. We can update it just by calling the set state, and now it will rebuild the whole widget. So if I press this, the whole widget tree is being built. So that's the use of stateful builder, and we only use it when we want some part of application or something to just rebuild itself rather than the whole build function of the stateful widget. So that's all for now. Thank you.